You led me straight to the fall. I'm broken, I'm still trying, skin and bone.
Earlier this week we reacted to The Easter Bunny is Coming to Town, a forgotten movie from the same studio of Peter Cottontail, but apparently they have a even more forgotten movie. I've at least seen The Easter Bunny is Coming to Town on DVD. Apparently they have another Easter origin story, The First Easter Rabbit. It seems to be more like Frosty where it's animated instead of being stop motion, so maybe that's a bit of the issue. We're gonna see where this ranks between the three movies. I've never seen this or even heard of it, so it's gonna be a treat. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and let's get into it.
Surprised to see me here instead of Santa Claus? Well, I can't say that I blame you since it is Christmas here. Me? Just call me GB for now. Yep, I'm back in time, many Christmases ago. And right there in that very house is where our story begins. The story of the first Easter rabbit.
Man, this studio can't stay away from Christmas, can they? They always have to throw Christmas into every movie. I get it, it's popular, but how is it gonna help like the Easter movie? And why does the story start on Christmas? Was that the first Easter rabbit in the stocking? And why are we only calling you GB for now? Why not later? Are you gonna get a new name? Are you hiding from the government or something? It sounds like you're hiding from the government.
And you know, we came within a hair's breadth, if you'll excuse the pun, of never having an Easter rabbit at all. Don't remember, do you? You know all about Christmas and Christmassy things. Like how Santa came to be, Frosty, and Rudolph who guided the sleigh. But how about that rabbit who comes every Easter day?
Yeah, we do know about it, cause you made 2 movies about it. Why are they acting like Easter's so obscure and like no one watched their other movie? They are also heavily implying this is a time-traveling rabbit, which would explain why he's hiding from the government. But I assume they won't actually explain how he can time travel, or just learn where eggs came from and shit like that.
See that little guy with the sprig of holly in his stuffed paws? That's one special rabbit, though I admit he may not look like it right now. He was a Christmas present for a little girl named Glinda.
Oh, Mommy, I love him. Thank you. I love him.
I'm glad, dear. You'll have to think of a name for him.
I will, but for now I'll call him Stuffy. Oh, look, it snowed last night. Can I go outside now, please?
Oh my god, this is unbearable. The mouths don't match the words they're saying. What they're saying has no enthusiasm to it whatsoever. The bunny is like a stuffed bunny. It's not even a real bunny. I guess that explains why it's in a stocking, but how is that gonna be like the first Easter bunny? Actually, wait a minute. Why is the guy who can time travel not the first Easter bunny? Like, he kind of reminds me of the one from the Peter Cottontail movie.
Meanwhile, in the nearby woods, a trio of real live rabbits were hatching a ridiculous caper.
Now let me get this straight. We're gonna dig a long tunnel under all the carrot patches in the neighborhood while nobody's around. And when spring comes, we're gonna come back and steal the carrots from underneath.
Totally undetected.
We come not, friends, to steal your hearts, but your carrots.
You've now met Spats, Whiskers, and Flops, 3 of the slickest con bunnies around.
I'll be honest with you, Chief. I think they're the only con bunnies around. There's not a long list of bunnies who are con artists. And why are they digging in the winter? Like, I get it, they want to like have their plan in advance. But why didn't they just start in like a warmer temperature? They have to dig through snow before they can even dig underground.
Alas, my men, behold that silly-looking rabbit sitting over there.
Hey, look, he's strange. He hasn't got any hind legs.
His odor is unsniffable, undetectable.
He ain't a rabbit at all.
He isn't real.
But I am real. I am.
Yo, bro, what the fuck? I was about to insult the whole, like, whatever the Easter bunnies were doing and why they would need a stuffed bunny to their plan, but the bunny's alive? He just has like inner thoughts as everyone does everything? Just like sad, depressed thoughts about wanting to be a real bunny? That's awful.
But one day something happened that was to affect everybody's life. Little Glinda took ill.
I'm afraid it's scarlet fever.
Bro, if this kid dies right now, I am telling you, it's gonna sound mean, but that would be way funnier than anything I would have expected from this movie. Not funny in like a good way, but funny because what the would this movie have actually thought to make this into like a plot of the movie?
My poor little girl, what can I do?
Well, the first thing is to burn all of the bedclothes. And oh yes, that old stuffed rabbit. Burn it all at once.
Now, taking away a child's favorite toy is no easy matter, and how would she ever explain to little Glinda that Stuffy had to be, well, you know, even I hate to say it.
Okay, listen, I haven't been in history class in a little bit. Do you actually have to burn everything? Because if they're burning everything, she's touching that rabbit and she could get the scarlet fever. Listen, I just don't feel like remembering the history of scarlet fever right off the top of my head. I'm too tired right now. I'm just gonna assume they're accurate. But boy, that rabbit is destroyed already. If he can feel everything that's happening to him, he's in pain. There's like a rip in his back.
Our rabbit friend thought to himself, what's the use of being loved if it all ends like this?
Who are you?
My name is Calliope. I take care of all the playthings that the children have loved. And when they're old or worn out, then I come and take them away with me and turn them into real.
Why? Wasn't I real before?
You were real to the little girl who loved you, and now you should be real to everyone.
Stuffy was mystified, but he hadn't heard the most important part.
Now that you are real, I have a special mission for you.
My special mission: help George Bush pull off. Okay, awful jokes aside, what the fuck? This is just all gonna happen? Just a cry, a beanstalk, a ugly looking fairy's gonna come out. He doesn't even get a choice if he lives or dies. And was the bunny crying? The stuffed animal was crying. Oh my god, like he definitely was feeling the pain this entire time. They are really jam-packing like the beginning with everything.
You have been chosen to be the first Easter rabbit.
But why me? I'm nobody. And why do we need an Easter rabbit?
A good question, wouldn't you say? But Calliope had a good answer. She explained to Stuffy why all the holidays of the year needed symbols to help people remember them. Springtime needs someone to remind all the...
Bro, what? The first Easter bunny didn't have to like make the holiday, own it, think of anything for the holiday. He just gets to be picked. He didn't even have to be a real rabbit this entire time. They're just like, okay, well, you know what? You're about to get burned up at the stake. You can be the first Easter rabbit instead. He doesn't even get to consent or anything. And not every holiday has like a mascot. It also doesn't explain anything. I love that they like add this bunny asking all these questions, but they're not gonna like give real answers to any of the questions he has.
And to begin, you must go to Easter Valley, where the golden Easter lily blooms, and it's always springtime. It's over the hills, to the west of the sun, and beyond the third mountain. But now someone will show you the way. Easter is only 2 weeks away, so hurry, 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 hurry. But beware of Zero.
Listen, I know a guy named Zero, and I don't think he's really going after stuffed rabbits turned to real rabbits trying to make Easter a thing. But they really gave this bunny, like, no time whatsoever. 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks? And it's winter. There's way too much snow on the ground, unless they're in New England, then unfortunately this is accurate.
He's coming around, just a nasty bump on the noggin. What's your handle, kid?
My name? Gee, I almost forgot. I'm the new Easter rabbit.
Boy, he's a dilly, isn't he?
And where were you hopping to so madly?
I'm off to find Easter Valley, where the golden Easter lily is, and...
Golden Easter lily, eh? Excuse us for a moment.
You know, I almost forgot about you three weirdos. I don't even know what your point in the movie is, but I assume you're gonna help. Tone good at the end, create Easter, whatever. How do they not think he's insane, though? He just hits his head, calls himself the Easter Bunny, and he's gonna go to Easter Valley to get a golden lily. Like, I would think he's insane.
Since you're obviously not in the best of health, my companions and I feel it our duty to accompany you on your journey.
Gee, that's great. Let's get started.
Zero.
But beware of zero?
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
But it was something indeed, for the Easter rabbit had remembered Calliope's warning about zero.
Bruce? I'm coming! Zero!
What the fuck? They're really keeping Christmas a big part of this story. They always need some weird villain of the movie. The abominable snowman, Gagzoots, this dude. I love that he's named Zero, but the other guy is Bruce. Zero and Bruce?
What have you found out about the road into Easter Valley? Did the elves know anything?
Not a thing. I give up.
You see, Zero and Bruce were in charge of keeping the North Pole nice and white. Everything was all lovely and covered with snow except Easter Valley. Zero had never been able to find the secret road into Easter Valley, and so it stayed green all the year long.
But he can see it from there. Can't he just, like, make another way to get in? Like, also, if you're gonna make the villain of the movie someone who also does something needed, like make all the snow a thing, first of all, why didn't you pick Jack Frost? And second of all, like, okay, I guess Jack Frost would, like, he can't be a villain. But anyways, like, you can't make the villain also do something important. Because it's gotta make it hard to root against him, because he's also needed.
Well, by the time our friends had reached the third mountain, they were totally exhausted and ready to turn back.
Say, it seems that bird is indicating a direction to follow.
What have we got to lose?
Someone will show you the way.
Bro, what? The board is just gonna be there telling them the way? What? And wouldn't the board question that now he has 3 bunnies who were never given this mission, a part of his team, and really, they followed him through 3 mountains, originally thinking he was insane because he hit his head and was just like babbling on about things that didn't exist, and now they're just following him for 3 mountains.
She's leading us away from the wall.
If you ask me, we're barking up the wrong tree.
What do you think, Flops?
I'd say we were barking up the wrong tree.
The tree. It must be hollow.
Holy shit, even if you don't believe the board, you saw him go through the tree and over the valley. Like, he's doing something, right? Like, there's some sort of path there. And sorry, this has just been bothering me. Most of those don't look like bunnies, right? Like, only the one with the long ears look like bunnies. Like, the rest look like mice.
Everything you could imagine was there, and one person who seemed downright out of place, Santa Claus.
What the fuck? Why is Santa now in the movie? Why is he even in Easter Valley? This doesn't make any sense. And they just found it. Like, they've already found Easter Valley. That was so quick. We didn't even get to see, like, any trials or tribulation. They just get there.
You see, I'm all finished with my job, and I had a little spare time, so I thought I might be able to help you get started.
But we'll never be able to do the job in time. There are so many boys and girls all over the world, and we only have a few weeks.
Well, why not pick just one small town for a test? Then next year you can tackle them all. That's what I did first time out.
Well, why didn't they tell him that? Bro didn't even have to do most of his job. He could have picked like one street. They made my boy anxious for no reason. They're like, you got 2 weeks to do this entire holiday. Go. Why didn't they tell him from the start he didn't have to do the full holiday?
Great idea, Santa. And I know just the town.
Excuse me for butting into the festivities, Santa, but what's in it for us?
Giving presents is a talent. One that the three of you have obviously never had a chance to explore. Why not try it just once? You can start by giving just a little gift of love to a child. You'll be surprised at how much you'll get back in return.
But if they're all gonna help, aren't they all the first Easter rabbit? Or they're just not gonna get that credit? And there's some good voice acting actually thrown into this movie. I really like the classic Santa voice. It's just hard to take it seriously with the mouths most of the time not matching. And honestly, some of the worst voice acting I've seen in one of these animated specials.
Now I must be off. Blitzen! Good luck! Good luck!
Well, they've gone and done it, Bruce. Somehow they've managed to get into Easter Valley.
First of all, Santa, you didn't help shit. You left like 5 seconds after meeting them. And this dude is about to complain that he can't find Easter Valley. Yet he can see, with his telescope, into Easter Valley over the wall, stalking them this entire time. But he apparently didn't see how they got in. Also, why does he need to get in for the snow? And you know what? It does feel better to insult the movie than compliment it. I don't care.
And they're bound to find the Golden Lily. We've got to find a way in.
Crafty old Zero knew one thing that no one had bothered to tell the new Easter rabbit, that the golden Easter lily kept the valley warm and green all year long. If it were to disappear, springtime would disappear with it.
No. You're not gonna do this like happy song about Easter and them getting ready when you literally just showed like a gloom future of what could happen if that lily goes away. Whatever. At least it makes sense finally of why they couldn't, add snow to the entire place. They gave us most shit within like the first 5 minutes, and then the rest is just kind of like, and we'll sprinkle important details that you should actually know in the beginning later.
How is she, Doctor?
She's sleeping now. She's going to be just fine.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. That's the best thing I could hear.
Oh, I forgot. She seems to be mumbling something about somebody called Stuff or Stuffy or something.
Oh, he was her favorite toy. A silly old stuffed rabbit.
Oh, well, I'm sure she'll forget about it in a few days. Now, you spend a little time looking after yourself for a change.
Oh shit, you're still alive? And you're still gonna be in the movie? I mean, yeah, I guess that makes way more sense. I really didn't even think about it. I thought it was just like, we got the Easter Bunny now. We're gonna focus on him. Well, I'm glad she's not dead at least.
Stuffy, oh Stuffy, you've come back,
Linda, what are you doing out of bed? And what was that noise I heard in here?
Oh, Mother, it was Stuffy. He came back, and he was really real. And there's going to be a parade and everything on Easter Sunday.
Come now, dear, let's get back into bed.
And I'm going to wear my new pink dress and my new straw bonnet that you got me. Mother, all of my clothes, where are they?
Well, we had to burn everything, including your bunny, and now I think you are having a fever dream and are dying. But of course I, your mother, didn't have to change a single thing of what I had to do, and this is why everyone gets sicknesses back in the day, because they just think to burn everyone's shit, and nothing about like, oh, the mother was around her 24/7 and she's probably gonna get sick as well.
It's that tree down there. It must be hollow. That's the way into Easter Valley. I'm sure of it.
Excellent, Bruce. Excellent. Tomorrow, Bruce. Tomorrow will be the end The end of Easter Valley.
Man, it took you long enough. Holy shit. Why didn't they do... How did they not see it? You know what? We're almost done with the movie. Let's just keep on going.
Hey, look! It's beginning to snow. Yeah, it's really coming down.
Now I've got it all.
When did you take that? What? There's so many things we just cut away and then they happen, especially with you. You're like the worst villain ever. You appeared like twice now. We never saw you confront the good guys. You just watched from a distance and now you just have the lily.
Gee, Zero, are you just gonna leave them snowed in like that? Ooh, they may never get out.
Bruce? Who cares? Let them all freeze for all I care.
Bruce was beginning to have second thoughts about what they had done.
Yeah, but they can't replant the lily, right? And is a snowball gonna save the day? Not like the Easter bunnies? The Easter bunnies may never meet Zero at this rate. What the fuck? And why did he change sides so fast? Like, he knew this was coming. This is the thing this dude's been talking about this entire movie. And he's apparently been looking forward for years.
Santa! Ooh, I gotta speak to you.
Bruce told Santa the situation, and Santa knew what he had to do.
Ahoy down there! Come on up, it's me, Santa Claus.
Santa Claus!
I know what's happened. Bring everything up the chimney and begin loading the sleigh.
They truly just wanted to make a Christmas movie, right? Because they once made like a 4th of July Christmas movie where it was both holidays in one. And I feel like they wanted to do Easter and Christmas in one, but they just didn't want to advertise it as that. I assume they're just gonna go like deliver the presents on the sleigh instead of actually like solving the issue here. So they're probably really never gonna meet Zero.
He came! Stuffy was here! Mother, look! And there's a note with mine. It says, don't forget our day. Main Street and 5th Avenue at 12 noon sharp.
Well...
Morning, Elizabeth.
Why, good morning, Doctor. We didn't expect you today, being it's Easter Sunday and all.
Jonathan, please. And this is not a professional call. I brought these for you and Glinda.
Well, at least the mom doesn't think the kid is insane anymore. But that doctor really wants to pipe the mom, right? And I'm just saying, like, the person I would go after probably wouldn't be the person with the kid that has scarlet fever.
Stuffy! Oh, Stuffy, you're here!
Never saw you look quite so pretty before.
You know what, I'm gonna ignore the easy joke of the bunny calling her pretty and calling it a date. That's like low-hanging fruit. I'm just gonna point out, it's now just a happy ending. There's no snow anymore. They all just got their outfits, they delivered the eggs. We didn't even have to see them deliver the eggs, it's just like, they cut everything of what was happening and just focused on the end results. This wasn't a bad movie so far, there's a few minutes left. Maybe there's something more to react to and it's not just gonna be like end credits and a song. They really would have done better like adding a few things and switching like the importance of scenes and what they prioritize to actually put in the movie.
You miserable roly-poly snitcher! When I get my hands on you, I will melt you down to a tennis ball!
You will do nothing. I'm warning you, Zero. Either you put the golden Easter lily back in the valley so that springtime can come back, or I'm moving out of the pole. I've got a good offer from the South Pole, you know, and I've been considering it.
You'd leave me all alone here? No elves, no Sunday night dinner with Mrs. Claus's home cooking and those little noodles.
Bro, what? The dude, he has like dinner with the family, rides with the reindeer. He's just like this nice, chill dude. This is like the only issue he has. It's like he just wants to not have spring. This is such a weird character that barely appeared in the movie, so I barely understand what's happening. Like, they're trying to give him the magician ending from Frosty, where he's just like, oh, I'm not gonna get all these things. Literally taking the ending and almost word for word just switching around a few things.
Hey, who's that?
Me? I'm Zero. Sorry to drip and run, but this weather is bad for my health. Bye. And oh yes, Happy Easter.
Gee, he doesn't seem like such a bad guy. I wonder what all the fuss was about. Well, at least this time we've got a year's start. Huh, Whiskers?
Right you are, GP.
After all that hype of him meeting Zero and having to like avoid him, he has like a 10-second interaction. No one's gonna even tell him what happened. What?
So you found me out at the very end. That's right, I was Stuffy. Many, many years ago, that is. And so the Easter lily brought eternal spring with it.
I mean, yeah, no shit, you were gonna be the Easter bunny at the end. God, I almost predicted that in the first few seconds of the movie, but just didn't want to ruin it. The way he said "for now" with his name, and Stuffy forgot and lost his name or whatever happened, like, it was kind of obvious. Anyways, it was okay. I expected it to be a little bit worse, but it also wasn't good, but also had good aspects to it. They came close, I would say. They came close. I enjoyed at least watching it, even though it wasn't the best. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Make sure to have a happy Easter, and make sure to have a good night.
I'm done with hitting your wall. Short notice, I just gotta let you know. You led me straight to the fall. I'm broken, I'm still trying, skin and bone.